Louisiana Beer Review Special Edition, Parish Canebrake Revisited. It's been over 10 years since I've done a solo review of this beer, okay? The first solo review I did was a draft version. I don't know if they still sell it on draft. They're not showing that on the website. The website's saying bottles and cans. Louisiana Wheat Ale. And it says this delicious beer was brewed and bottled in small batches with great care and passion for our craft by Parish Brewing Company in Broussard, Louisiana. Now they say on the website this is from 2010, introduced in 2010, and it's been their most popular beer. I know they're famous for Ghost in the Machine, and it certainly has a following in all the Ghost in the Machine variants, the dry hop version and those things. But if you went to a University of Louisiana Raging Cajuns football game in Lafayette, Louisiana, you would most likely see people drinking this Parish beer, usually in cans, because they don't really want people bringing bottles, because they might fight with them, get drunk, you know. But probably the bigger concern is people dropping them in glass, going everywhere. So, but if they're drinking cans, you know, out of the cans on the campus at a pre-game party, they're not going to care. So anyway, they use Cascade and Sterling hops. Now this originally was flavored with cane sugar, and I don't know if it still is. I don't recall. I was just reading a write-up about it, and I don't remember them saying that from just reading it a few minutes ago. Don't know what kind of malts, barley malt and wheat. So yeah, it's not saying cane sugar on it. 4.9% the bottle says. The website says 5%. I think their batches tend to differ one to another, so overflow. So it's a lively beer. Okay. Didn't want that to happen, but it did. It's a little cooler this morning, about 76 degrees. Yeah, it's just a stark white head, creamy at the top, like cream of wheat. It's extremely hazy. There's powdery particulate matter throughout the beer, lots of lazy ascending bubbles, and there's some thicker, I guess it's thicker, bigger white specks throughout. So I got this for, I can tell you the exact amount, plus tax. It was $9.90 plus. I'm spilling it again. I didn't aim it right, so I lost about at least half an ounce. That was idiotic. All right, I poured it and then missed the glass. So sloppy. $9.90 plus tax. Okay, $9.90 plus tax. We got a wheat beer examination coming up on Wednesday night, and I was going to get Blue Moon, which was a little cheaper by maybe 50 cents for the 6-pack. They had the mango cart, which was about $1 cheaper, like $8.90 or even less. But I said, nah, I've had those recently. I did do a dual review of Canebrake earlier this summer, but only got half a bottle. So I said, no, let me go with a craft beer, a real Louisiana craft beer for the wheat ale examination. I think I made the right choice. So that's not a bad price, right, for craft beer these days, $9.90 plus tax. Well, you let me know if you think that's a good deal or not. But yeah, don't spill it when you pour it. And there was no sediment at the bottom, so I think it's fresh. There is a date on here. I wish they wouldn't put black on brown, black ink on brown. It's hard to get it. Yeah, it's less than 2 months old. Less than 2 months old. So I knew it poured fresh, you know, with that lively head, and and there was no sediment, so it didn't have time to settle really so much. So, yeah. There we go. All right. But I tell you what, there was something sediment oriented, because there's a haze. There's like a little gray cloud coming down, so it was there to an extent. You might see that thread of wheat gunk, yeast gunk. I don't think it's going to leave much lacing, to tell you the truth. Let's go with the aroma. Yeah, it's just white wheat, and that's all I'm getting. I'm not getting any kind of like evidence of cane sugar. Just white wheat. All right. Well, taste. Bad news. Compressor. He's doing something over there, so I'm gonna make this quick. That's one of the main reasons I do these early. So I'm trying to beat the noise from people around here with compressed air machines for doing different work, and plus the angle of the sun is good for the picking up the lighting. Yeah. Prickly carbonation, medium body, a little bit soft mouth feel from the wheat. Yeah, a little sugar. I think they must be adding a little, but I'm not sure. You know, wheat can be sweet and barley too, so a little sweetness. I'll say at the most 2 out of 5 hop cones. Bitterness, 2 out of 5 sugar cubes. Sorry about that. Bitterness, 0 out of 5 hop cones. I would think that the IBU level in this is probably 8 to 10. A mostly dry finish. My guess is that yes, they're adding cane sugar. Okay, but not a lot of it. It's very low, a low level of it. It's not like these flavor malt beverages that I do videos on sometimes, and they're like sugar extraordinaire. You know, this is much more pleasant in that sense, and obviously more craft oriented. It is craft oriented. So the score, yeah, for a Louisiana wheat ale, mild, 4.9%, or sometimes you might find it 5 or even 5.1 depending on the batch. It's an A, 93 out of 100, 9.3 out of 10. I recommend it, especially, like I say, if you think that's a good price. I do think it is. How would it pair with these wheat crackers? So wheat with wheat, Limburger cheese, and some organic habanero hot sauce, so-called hot sauce. I bought it in Juneau, Alaska at Fred Meyer as a grocery store for 93 cents on closeout. Then I had to dump out 2 ounces of it because the U.S. government was saying, oh no, you can't get on the plane with that liquid. I'm like, this is what the world's come to now? And then they were like, well, you could just leave it here. I said, I know, but I didn't buy it, so y'all could use it in the lunchroom. I know they weren't going to throw it out. So I said, I'll just dump. And that TSA lady told me, yeah, you could dump some of it out and then bring it on. Limburger cheese from Country Castle Limburger, Country Castle Cheese Company in Wisconsin. Apparently there's only 2 companies that make Limburger cheese in the USA. Go ahead, that's shut off. Man, somebody asked me, is Limburger really as stinky and smelly as people say? No, it isn't. That's more like myth rather than fact. It has a strong aroma when you first open the package. People will say stinky feet and everything else. Honestly, it's just a strong cheese aroma. The flavor is creamy, tangy cheese. And the smell is dissipated. It's been setting out for a little while, warming. Can't go wrong with that Limburger, I'm gonna tell you. Not the only cheese I like, you know. But somebody gave me, what, 4 packs of it. 4 blocks. I knew that was coming back on. And then I tried to give the blocks to people. Hey, you want some? No, no. And if they're kind of like, no, maybe, I don't want to give it to them. I know they're not going to use it. They're not going to eat it. And the one lady, I gave her a block. And then she gave it back to me and said, I'm going to waste it. I don't want to eat it. I'm scared. Like, she's scared. She heard rumors about it. I said, okay, I'll eat it. So laissez-les. Funny, huh? So laissez-les Bon Temps Roulé, a most excellent beer with most excellent cheese combo. And I'm going to end this review by saying, y'all go to Broussard, Louisiana, and take a brewery tour. And don't spill your beer.